Hello. In learning and rehearsing our major scales and what sharps or flats are involved with those scales, this is another method that can be used. This is what I call a key chart. Now, before everything on the sheet starts to look confusing, let's explain that. Where we actually start off with is in the middle of the paper with 0, and then we go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we're gonna see that this section here represents all the keys that have sharps. Then we come back to 0 and we number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and these numbers or keys below 0 represent the keys that have and scales that have flats. Now we go back to 0 and we realize that C major has no sharps or flats. Okay, now this eventually will turn into the circle of fifths, but this is a linear kind of layout. That might be a little bit less confusing than the circle of fifths at the time. Now, why I said that is because I want us to say to ourselves that the magic number is 5. What does that mean? In our musical alphabet, what we're going to do is sharps means up. So we are going to go up 5 letters in the musical alphabet to find out what is the next key. So up 5 letters from C is C, D, E, F, G. All right. So what we're saying there is G major. And what we should do is indicate that we're talking about major keys. G major has 1 sharp. Now, at the bottom of our chart, we should have what is called the order of sharps. Now, from our previous video, we remembered or we rehearsed a little story about the priest that went down and stopped the people from fighting. And it says, Father Charles goes down and ends battle. Father Charles goes down and ends battle. That is the order of sharps in music. We also discovered that when we say the order of sharps backwards, we get the order of flats. So battle ends and down goes Charles' father. But now, right at this point, we are dealing with sharps. So now, we've already indicated that G major has 1 sharp. What is that sharp? That sharp is the first sharp that happens in music, F. So G major uses an F sharp. Okay? Of course now, if I put major, all of these are going to have to be major. I don't have to actually put major here because we have major at the top. Now, so the magic number is 5. Let's count up 5 from G. G, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there it is, D. So D is up 5 from G. So what we're saying in this chart is D major has 2 sharps. What are those sharps? F and C. Okay, so we move on expeditiously in that fashion. Let's count up 5 from D. 1, 2, 3, oops, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that brings us to A. So what we're saying is A major has 3 sharps. What are those sharps? F, C, and G sharp. Okay, and we move on up 5 letters from A. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. E. We're saying that E major has 4 sharps. What are those sharps? F, C, G, and D sharps. Okay, and we move up 5 from E. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and we're saying that B major has 5 sharps. What are those sharps? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, D sharp, and A sharp. Now, remember at this point now, all F, C's, G's, D's, and A's from this point on will be sharpened. So when we ask the question, what is up 5 from B? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we get to F. That's actually an F sharp because everything from G major was F sharp. So what we're saying here is F sharp major has 6 sharps. Okay, has 6 sharps. What are those sharps? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, D sharp, A sharp, E sharp. And now let's go up 5 from F sharp. So up 5 from F is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a C. But now remember, ever since D, we had C sharps. So this is not C. This is actually C sharp. So what we're saying here is C sharp major has 7 sharps. And of course, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me do it properly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In other words, everything is sharp. Okay, let's move now to the next section. We come back down to the 0 where C major is. And to move from this point on, the magic number is still 5, but we're going in a down direction. So now we ask ourselves the question, what's 5 down from C? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's F. And what we're saying that F major has 1 flat. What is that flat? We must say it backwards. Battle. All right, so F major uses a B flat. Now let's move on, realizing that if we come across B, it will be flat. Okay, so what's down 5 from F? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a B. So we just said it. It's a B flat, not a B natural. Okay, so what does B flat major use? B flat major uses 2 flats. All right. Okay, could you see that? B flat major has 2 flats. Okay, and what are those flats? B flat and E flat. Now we move down 5 from B. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's an E. So B flat major used an E. So that's an actually E flat. B flat major used an E flat. So when we come to this E here, this is actually E flat. Okay? So E flat major uses 3 flats. What are they? B flat, E flat, and A flat. Down 5 from E. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's an A. And because E flat major had an A flat, that's actually A flat major. So we're saying A flat major has 4 flats. And what are those 4 flats? B flat, E flat, A flat, and D flat. Moving right along. Okay, what's down 5 from A? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. D. Okay, now we had a D flat, so this is actually D flat. Okay, so D flat major uses 5 flats. What are they? B, E, A, D, and G flat. Okay, now G flat major, let's go down, down 5 from D. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is a G, and because D flat major used the G flat, this is actually a G flat. Okay, and G flat major uses 6 flats. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So G flat major has everything that we talked about so far flattened with a C flat. Okay, and finally, down 5 from G. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, C. So we already said the G flat used a C flat. So when we come to a C, that's actually C flat. So C flat major has 7 flats, and all of these. Okay, these are 7 letters and they're all flat. Okay, and that is your key chart. So your key chart includes your sharps column, your flat column, and your order of sharps and flats. Okay.